Join today, free for 10 days.
The stocks discussed on Phil's Gang are not in any way a recommendation or solicitation to buy, sell, or hold. If considering acting on information presented, we first recommend you seek out a competent, licensed professional for advice. Get ready for the radio show that tells you what Wall Street doesn't want you to know.
Oh, I'm a money magnet. Money, money, money's coming to me. Money sets me free. I'm a money magnet. Money, 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 money's coming to me.
It's your daily dose of how to manage your money. And now it's time for Phil's Gang on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. With your host, Phil Grande.
They're going to change your country. It's going to be more like Venezuela and less like America. This idea is going to be paid for by taxing the rich is a bunch of BS.
That's Lindsey Graham. That's right. You know, I was thinking today, I'm watching from time to time what's going on with this debate, and that they need all this money for infrastructure, all this money for infrastructure. Well, I got an idea. We don't need all that money for infrastructure. Think about it. If we would secure our borders, then we wouldn't have a problem with infrastructure. Think of all the money that we spend on illegals. I mean, think about the fact that once they get in our country, we have to pay about $25,000 for services, police, fire, so forth, for one illegal. He's only can contribute about $12,000. That's all. That's all he's going to contribute. Most don't have a college education. What are you, nuts? They need $1 trillion for infrastructure? Then stop the illegal immigration. What are you? This is crazy. Not only that, but the more illegals, the lower our wages. Don't these idiots in Washington get that? We need more money. We need more money for infrastructure. We could pay for it easily if we closed the borders. I'm not saying illegals shouldn't come here. My God, my grandmother, my father, my family, they came through Ellis Island. They did it the right way. It's a great country. Yes, bring people in. They would appreciate it more. But I don't know if that's true, because look at AOC and her crew, her squad. Tlaib, is it Tlaib? She's the one that came in from some country in a sandbox out there somewhere. Can't remember where she came from, but she doesn't appreciate it. What America gave her. What America gave her. She comes to this country, marries her brother. All of a sudden, she's a big shot in Congress. What are you, nuts? And she spits on the Congress. Spits on the Constitution. It's just ridiculous. Let's get back to the point. Lower wages. And you can't compete with illegals. You just can't. And just think, when you have a bigger labor supply, that gives a bargaining power to all the employers. Think about it. They don't have to pay a decent wage because they got so many more people. All these illegals, all these immigrants come in, and even if you bring them in and make them like Biden's going to do, make them legal, give them amnesty, make them a citizen, they're still gonna work for low wages. It's unbelievable. We've been flooded with about, really they don't know, but somewhere between 11 and 33 million illegal immigrants. which Biden now says he's going to make 11 million legal.
And the fact is, I've made it very clear. Within 100 days, I'm going to send to the United States Congress a pathway to citizenship for over 11 million undocumented people.
What an idiot. What an idiot. Doesn't he understand math? No, he never ran a business. He's been a failure his whole life. That's why he stays with the government. More illegals means more people, means lower wages for the American people. 72% of our people are working paycheck to paycheck. It's unbelievable. Now, amnesty and so forth, that's going to drive wages down. That's a big problem when you got 72% people working paycheck to paycheck. Remember, all these illegals, they work under the table for the cheap. They work for less than minimum wage. They don't get benefits. Our citizens would, Americans would. I mean, there's just nothing. And, and when they say, oh, they won't do those jobs, Americans won't do the jobs. What? They did the jobs before there was illegals. What are you talking about? They won't do those jobs. They won't do a janitor's job? Come on. Are you kidding me? They won't do we need them. Because they won't do those kind of jobs. You gotta be kidding me. Look at the fast food joints. Used to be all kids there, teenagers. Now they're stuffed with illegals. This is just all crazy. This is all nuts. There should be no vote going on right now for infrastructure. Close the border. Export all the illegals. We got plenty of money to pay for infrastructure. That's what makes sense. Illegal immigrants do jobs Americans don't want to do. What a bunch of liars. Americans are willing to work for any job. When you don't have a job and you're hungry, you got a family and you got bills, they'll work any job. You mean they're not going to work as a janitor? They're not going to work as a laborer, a store clerk, everything in between? Give me a break. Give me a break. I'd like to ask one of these people who say that, what did we do before illegal immigration? Who did those jobs? Who did them? The angels come down and do it? You idiots? It's unbelievable. Unbelievable. So when Biden says to you, I'm not raising taxes on anybody who makes under $400,000. Are you nuts? What do you think happens when you let all these illegals come into the United States? Your taxes go up. This is crazy. Illegals right now cost us, the taxpayer, $100 billion a year. Where do you think they get that $100 billion a year? Oh, they print it so it doesn't cost us anything. I love when people say that. A guy said that to me the other day. That was the car wash, I think last Saturday. Well, we just print money, don't cost us anything. I couldn't even comment. That was so stupid. It's unbelievable. This is just crazy stuff. $100 billion. That's what it cost us. Even if we stopped all the spending on illegal immigrants, don't you think we could cut the infrastructure deficit in half? Of course we could. At least in half. Unbelievable. The whole thing's a big scam for our elitists to better their quality of life, like Pelosi. That's what this is all about. It's a scam. It's a big scam by elitists like Pelosi. So she has a better quality of life at the expense of the average hardworking American. And you don't think they're going to bring up taxes, increase them? Look at your gasoline. That's not a tax. That's called a hidden tax. Unbelievable. Wait till you hear what I got to tell you about this deal the Biden administration has with the cartels.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande at philsgang.com. You probably heard me on the radio talking about investing in stocks and trading stocks. Well, this is a special message that I am sending out to you. You, the person who is the beginner, who are getting excited. You're seeing every day the stock market going up, never comes down. It keeps going up because of the tremendous stimulus that the president is putting into this market. He wants to continue this market going up while the economy's going down. That's what it's doing. The economy's going straight down. You know, banks right now are the worst ever. They've gone down 40%. I mean, everything's going down. Companies aren't making money, but the stock market's still going up. And you got to be very, very careful when you get into a market like this. You got to know when to get out, and that's where we come in. So if you're a beginner and you want to start learning how to invest stocks properly and have the comfort level of knowing when to get out, when to buy, when to sell, and when to get out, contact us at philsgang.com. Join today, free for 10 days.
At St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, we're fighting against childhood cancer every day. At the heart of this battle are our donors.
Most of us want to make some type of difference in the lives of others. St. Jude does miraculous work.
The fact that no one has to pay, it's a place where everyone is treated as an equal.
Everybody is welcome here, and it doesn't matter your religion or what part of the world you're from, all that is taken away. It just gives you some hope.
It's just a nice feeling to put your energy into something that really does genuinely make a difference in a child's life.
There's just no greater gift. If we have the ability to help, then we have a responsibility to help.
Finding cures, saving children. St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Find out how you can help at stjude.org.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande. Is your business prepared to respond to any emergency in the workplace? Well, you better be. Let over 30 years of law enforcement experience go to work for you. Boyd Investigative Group is here for all your business security needs. I know. I use them. They're terrific. Call today for your free confidential consultation. 941-724-4535. That's 941-724-4535. Or visit them on the website, BoydInvestigativeGroup.com.
License number A1900020.
At St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, we're fighting against childhood cancer every day. At the heart of this battle are our donors.
Most of us want to make some type of difference in the lives of others. St. Jude does miraculous work.
The fact that no one has to pay, it's a place where everyone is treated as an equal.
Everybody is welcome here, and it doesn't matter your religion or what part of the world you're from, all that is taken away. It just gives you some hope.
It's just a nice feeling to put your energy into something that really does genuinely make a difference in a child's life.
There's just no greater gift. If we have the ability to help, then we have a responsibility to help.
Finding cures, saving children. St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Find out how you can help at stjude.org.
Short on time but want to invest in the stock market? Let philsgang.com help you. For only $39.95 a month, you get complete access to all of Phil's powerful investing programs, videos, and resources.
That works for me. Log in, watch the videos, and make profits.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. philsgang.com.
Remember, when this market crashed in 2009, it should have never crashed because the chairperson of these two committees, their job was to protect consumers, protect our investments, and they're supposed to ensure that our investments are being monitored. Where were they in 2009 and 2008? They weren't anywhere because they don't do that. They take care of themselves. They protect themselves. They become richer. So you can't depend on these crooks in Congress. The stock market is a great place to be, but you just got to know this is a different market than your grandfather's market. So why don't you, for 30 days, join my gang, 877-600-GANG, try it for 30 days, $39.95. Follow me. I tell you when to buy, when to sell, when to add, and when to run like hell. All I ask you, start making money. Please remember St. Jude.
Don't wait. Join Phil's gang today and make profits. Go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264. Welcome back. Learn, invest, and make profits with Phil Grande. Simply go to philsgang.com. Now, here's Phil.
And welcome back to Phil's Gang. Join my gang free for 10 days. Get my color-coded chart. Tells you when to buy, when to add, when not to add. Tells you when to get out. Tells you when to run like hell. And best, it tells you to reverse your position and make money now that the stock is going back down. Make money when the stock is going back down. How many times do you not make money when your stock is going down? How many times? Do you ever lose money when your stock is going down? 80% of you do. 80% of you do. Because you're not willing to open your mind to selling a stock short. So easy. Technicals today are so easy. The technology today is like if you can switch a button on and switch a light switch off, you can make money when a stock's going down. Why people won't do that, and they sit there and they hope and hope and hope, and they see their stock going down further and further. Just like I said, when the yields were climbing and they're just going straight up, and I kept telling people, on September 20th, stop listening to these people on CNBC. Stop listening to them. Stop listening to these people on Fox Business. They're not there to help you. They're there to help themselves. They have to sell advertising. They have to get you to go buy stuff. They have to make you feel good. That's what it's all about. Make you feel good. Go buy something. Their job is hope, optimism, belief, thrill, euphoria, complacency. To get you into those positions. That's their job. All right, let's take a look at the Q since the market's been going down. The big tech stocks, the ones that everybody's addicted to. Take a look at them. On September 20th, the Qs were $360. I said, don't listen to them. You don't buy them. People poured money in. Guess what they did? They started to sell treasuries. They started to sell their bonds. They said, I'm going to get out of my bonds, my safe bonds, the safety of my bonds. I don't need them anymore. I'm going to sell my bonds, and I'm going to shift my money to buying stocks. Think about that. Think about that. What does that mean? I'm going to sell my stocks. I'm going to sell my bonds. I'm going to sell my treasuries so I can shift the money to the tech stocks. Netflix, Amazon, Google, Microsoft, and that beloved Apple. I'm gonna shift my money to that. You already shot yourself in the foot, because the minute you sell your treasuries, guess what happens? Yields go up. And that hurts Apple. That hurts Microsoft. That hurts Netflix. Anytime you shift out of your treasuries bonds to buy stock, you're going against the momentum. Are you kidding me? People have no idea why the tech stocks are going down. They're sitting there buying on the dip today, buying on the dip. And you know that 2 days ago, it made new lows. It broke through that September 20th low. And didn't I tell you not to do that? I told you that was going to happen. My exact words were, you're going to get killed. You're going to get killed. If you're buying on a pullback, these tech stocks, you're going to get killed. The spiders, the S&P, broke its trend. Broke its trend. And everybody on September 20th, the stock dropped about, the S&P dropped like the Q's about 5%. September 20th was about 5%. And what did people do? They listen. Buy on the pullback. Buy on the dip. Went about 2% and then collapsed. Right now it's almost ready to break with the low of September 20th. That was the dumbest thing to buy on those dips because the yields are going up. And what's making these yields go up? What's making these yields go up? That kill your stocks? Why the market's down? Every time you see these yields going up and your stock going down, it's due to inflation. Remember, interest yields rally. Why? Due to inflation. Because inflation, just like eroding the value of your dollar, erodes the cash value of your treasuries. So just remember, anytime you're going to buy a big tech stock, Netflix, Amazon, Apple, check your yields on your treasury. We do it every day. And we have a color-coded chart, so it warns us. You don't have a color-coded chart unless you're a gang member. You don't get a warning. You don't get a call to action. It doesn't turn from green to yellow. It does for us. Unbelievable. So here we got people still in there buying these stocks. That's not going to work. Look, the other thing that's happening, people don't realize, people are running into healthcare stocks. So I'm going to run into healthcare stocks because everybody on CNBC and Fox, they're all saying, buy healthcare, because everybody needs healthcare. Really? Not everybody. It's another lie. And guess what? If you look at my chart, if you were a member of mine, you would never thought of doing that. Why? Because I hope you have a mobile device. If you do, check. You can see my color-coded chart right here. Here I'm putting up XLV. That's the ETF. That's the ETF right now for healthcare. Look when it turned yellow. It made its peak. Okay? It made its peak on September 3rd. Then it gave a call to action, turned yellow on September 9th. There's not one of you that have any platform in the nation trading that does that. You know why there's no other one that does that? Because this is patent. It's patent. So it gave us a heads up, gave my members a heads up that money was starting to come out of healthcare. While they were pumping it on Fox Business, CNBC. They were pumping it, but we knew they were wrong because my patent color-coded technology identified that the big hedge funds, the big banks, the big insurance companies were pulling money out, and then it dropped like a flying crowbar. We'll be back with more.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG. With the philsgang.com membership, we bring investors right to the floor, into the pits with Phil's daily live webinar classroom. Get inside market guidance on investing strategies. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Don't have time to analyze and study stocks? At philsgang.com, we recognize that there are all types of investors, and we also recognize that your time is valuable. So we offer investing programs for all individuals. We offer investing programs for long-term and short-term positions. And philsgang.com provides quick and easy to understand investing videos that only take a few minutes to watch. With the philsgang.com investing programs, you will learn technical stock charting, how to execute your trades, and most importantly, you will gain the confidence to know when to get out of a stock and take profits. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or give them a call, 877-600-GANG.
When the market's open, we watch the market all day long. And when we see there's an opportunity for a stock, and it's a stock that we've been following, there's a lot of stocks we put on our watch list, and it has to hit a certain criteria. Then when it does, we alert you. you immediately get an alert that says, we bought this stock, X stock, at $30. So you get an alert immediately. What's better than that? I mean, nobody does that for you. But the most important thing, they'll say, okay, here's why we're getting out now, or here's why we're taking profits. I think it's going to go down. Look, the most important thing is this. I want you to be prepared for when the market does tank or rally, that you're with us, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG. Join my gang right now, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG, and you'll be in position, and you'll sleep at night, and you don't have to worry.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264. What if you could have an in-depth understanding of the stock market just like the pros? Well, thanks to Phil Grande and philsgang.com, you can. philsgang.com offers comprehensive, up-to-date market information designed to help you understand and anticipate market behavior. With philsgang.com, you'll build your investing confidence even through down cycles and periods of uncertainty. Go to philsgang.com. philsgang.com today. 877-600-GANG. 877-600-4264.
When the market's open, we watch the market all day long. And when we see there's an opportunity for a stock, and it's a stock that we've been following, there's a lot of stocks we put on our watch list, and it has to hit a certain criteria. Then when it does, we alert you. You immediately get an alert that says, we bought this stock, X stock, at $30. So you get an alert immediately. What's better than that? I mean, nobody does that for you. But the most important thing, they'll say, okay, here's why we're getting out now, or here's why we're taking profits. I think it's going to go down. Look, the most important thing is this. I want you to be prepared for when the market does tank or rally, that you're with us, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG. Join my gang right now, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG, and you'll be in position, and you'll sleep at night, and you don't have to worry.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
I've been a Phil's Gang member since 2014. Over that time, I've generated over six-figure profits. Following Phil, his charting system has really been a huge impact on my career and my life. I would recommend Phil's Gang to the mom and pop out there. I would recommend it to parents teaching their children. I would recommend it to grandparents. If you really trust in their system, you will do well.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-4264.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande at philsgang.com. You probably heard me on the radio talking about investing in stocks and trading stocks. Well, this is a special message that I am sending out to you. You, the person who is the beginner, who are getting excited. You're seeing every day the stock market going up, never comes down, keeps going up because of the tremendous stimulus that the president is putting into this market. He wants to continue this market going up while the economy's going down. That's what it's doing. The economy's going straight down. You know, banks right now, worst ever. They've gone down 40%. I mean, everything's going down. Companies aren't making money, but the stock market's still going up. And you got to be very, very careful when you get into a market like this. You got to know when to get out, and that's where we come in. So if you're a beginner and you want to start learning how to invest stocks properly and have the comfort level of knowing when to get out, when to buy, when to sell, and when to get out, contact us at philsgang.com. Join today, free for 10 days.
Welcome back. Are you ready to make profits in the stock market? Why not check out philsgang.com or give us a call, 877-600-4264. Now, here's Phil.
And second, we said, you know what? We're not going to do it by raising taxes. We're not going to hurt the American worker more.
Oh, really? I love that when they say they're not going to raise taxes. They've raised taxes on us. When you print all this money, to take that money and shove it into these stimulus programs, especially infrastructure, especially the other $5 trillion welfare bill, that's inflation. When inflation goes up, when you have inflation, all the treasuries, all the yields start going up. All that shows up in your gasoline at the pump, shows up at your food when you go shopping. Who are they trying to kid? You print money to pay for infrastructure. We have to. My God, do you realize we have spent $3 trillion more than our budget in 2020, and we spent $3 trillion more than our budget this year. In other words, our budget's $3 trillion. We spent $6 trillion in 2020. Our budget this year is $3 trillion. We spent $6 trillion. How do you pay for that? Oh, we don't raise taxes. That's inflation. And what does inflation do? What does inflation do? It raises the price of everything you buy. It's passed on to you. That's a tax. 3 ways, there's only 3 ways for the government to raise money. That's it. 3 ways. And one of the ways is to pay your raised taxes to you. That's how they raise money. They raise money when those who have exclusive real estate, fine art, coins, gold, different kind of metals. Inflation push those up in value. It gets taxed. It gets taxed. So the government, they raise money through taxation. They love inflation because with inflation and the dollar keeps getting worse and worse and worse, that means the very wealthy, the large corporations, and the government can pay their debt back without writing checks because the value of the dollar went down. So their debt went down. Inflation is created through money printing, but it destroys Main Street economy from within. And remember, your inflation increases 10 times faster than your wages. Are you nuts? Inflation is a horrible thing. But worse than inflation is stagflation. And we're going to get to that pretty quick, the way they're governing. That occurs when you have the highest inflation like we do now, going nuts. And our unemployment is going to get higher and higher and higher. People are getting laid off already. We're not driving the economy through economic growth because we never take money. The companies, the CEOs never take money anymore and plow it into business investment to produce more goods. So when they don't produce more goods and there's less goods out there to buy, they raise the prices. They raise the prices. You go to buy something, the price is higher because the CEOs are buying their own shares of stock to push the stock up so they get richer. That's called inflation. And then prices for gasoline, food, everything else goes. No matter how you look at it, you're being lied to every day about you're not gonna pay any more tax. If you make under $400,000, you're gonna make any more tax. You're not gonna pay taxes. It is just nuts. It's a lie. I get so sick of the lying. You know what really gets sick of the lying? The stock market. How they tell you every morning on these stations, the hot stock to buy. Especially Kramer, hot stock. He wouldn't know a hot stock if he tripped over it. Here's one of his hot stocks.
Would you recommend AEP, American Electric Power?
Nick Akins is so good. You know what? Yes. What am I doing? You know, interest rates were up really big today, so I was hoping to go down. AEP is such a remarkably run company, and by the way, very environmental.
Oh, this was last Friday. Last Friday. Are you kidding me? It's a very well-run company, especially environmentally. They go out and they water the roses every day. They shoo away the bees. Really? Are you kidding me? Yeah, they're really concerned. Companies really concerned about the environment as they fly around with their large corporate jets, killing the air. So let's talk about AEP. So AEP, if you're with us, and you heard him tell you that, you say, what are you, nuts? What are you kidding? He told people to buy this stock when the stock was at $87. $87. You know where it is today? 80. 81. 81. You lost 7%. Now, to get to break even on that money you lost, the 7%, guess what? The stock's got to go up 14% to break even. See, people don't understand that. They, well, I lost 7%. I lost 10%. I just got to go up 10%. I'm okay. No, you got to go up 20%. But the point is, if you take a look at the stock, I don't know anything about the CEO. I don't know who he is. I don't know if they're environmentally sound. I could care less. But you know what we did know? When I put on my color-coded chart, I flipped the button, all of a sudden I see it turning yellow. It's telling me money was coming out. If you have a mobile device, you can see this. You can see this clearly. So the other thing is, it was green, and it turned to red. Guess what? It turned to red on, I'll give you the date right here. It turned to red on, turned to red on September 14th. September 14th at $88. He told people to buy it on Friday on September 17th. Well, guess what? It already turned red, giving us a heads up at $88 on September 14th. He told you to buy it September 18th. It was already going down. It was already going down. My members were already short, making money on the way down. And here he is. It's going straight down. Money's pouring out of the stock. And what does he say?
Would you recommend AEP, American Electric Power?
Nick Akins is so good. You know what? Yes. What am I doing? Interest rates were up really big today, so I was hoping to go down. AEP is such a remarkably run company, and by the way, very environmental.
Yeah, Nick's a good buddy of mine. Nick's a good buddy of mine. Yeah, I know Nick Hagan. He's a good buddy of mine. Well-run company. Oh, man. They love the environment. Yeah, you got to see, they go up into the smokestack, especially Nick. He goes up every Friday. He washes out the smokestack with a toothbrush. Yeah, very sound. I don't know what this company does. I could care less. I don't know who's the CEO. I don't know what they make. But here's what we know. When it was at $91, and then it turned red at $89, that meant take our money off, switch our position, like putting a light switch on, putting a light switch off. And then you would have made from $89, you had made all the way down to $81. That's probably about a 9% return. If you listen to Kramer and got in because he knows Nick, Nick's a good guy. He's always up there in the smokestack with his toothbrush, cleaning every Friday and Saturday. Yeah, buy it. You would have lost from $85 down to $81, which is about maybe, I don't know, 5%, something like that. So you lost money. You could have avoided the loss. All you had to do, you didn't have to know anything about the company. This tells you when to buy, when to sell, and when to run like hell, but when to sell short. I'll be back in a moment. Wait do I tell you about this government they're doing now?
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG. What if you could have an in-depth understanding of the stock market just like the pros? Well, thanks to Phil Grande and philsgang.com, you can. philsgang.com offers comprehensive, up-to-date market information designed to help you understand and anticipate market behavior. With philsgang.com, you'll build your investing confidence even through down cycles and periods of uncertainty. Go to philsgang.com. philsgang.com today. 877-600-GANG. 877-600-4264.
Warning. Google, Apple, Microsoft, Netflix, Facebook, all these hot stocks are going to crash. They're going to drop as much as 60, 70%. Hi, I'm Phil Grande, philsgang.com. Exactly what happened in the dot-com days is going to repeat itself. Remember, 85% of people lose money in the stock market because they don't know when to get out. I fixed that with my color-coded technology chart. It tells you when to buy, when to sell, when to add, and when to run like hell. That's right. Make sure you check it out. It's free for 10 days, philsgang.com. Hi, I'm Phil Grande at philsgang.com. You probably heard me on the radio talking about investing in stocks and trading stocks. Well, this is a special message that I am sending out to you. You, the person who is the beginner, who who are getting excited. You're seeing every day the stock market going up, never comes down, keeps going up because of the tremendous stimulus that the president is putting into this market. He wants to continue this market going up while the economy's going down. And that's what it's doing. The economy's going straight down. You know, banks right now are the worst ever. They've gone down 40%. I mean, everything's going down. Companies aren't making money, but the stock market is still going up. And you got to be very, very careful when you get into a market like this. You got to know when to get out, and that's where we come in. So if you're a beginner and you want to start learning how to invest stocks properly and have the comfort level of knowing when to get out, when to buy, when to sell, and when to get out, contact us at philsgang.com. Join today, free for 10 days.
Thinking about investing in the stock market? Go to philsgang.com, where we have over 50 years experience in trading and investing in the stock market. Phil's Gang teaches you how to make profits in the market with stock chart analysis, up-to-the-minute alerts, and always keeping you informed with professional guidance in long and short-term positions. Go to philsgang.com or call one of our professional staff to answer your questions. 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Stop wondering about your financial future and start doing something about it.
At St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, we're fighting against childhood cancer every day. At the heart of this battle are our donors.
Most of us want to make some type of difference in the lives of others. St. Jude does miraculous work.
The fact that no one has to pay, it's a place where everyone is treated as an equal.
Everybody is welcome here, and it doesn't matter your religion or what part of the world you're from, all that is taken away. It just gives you some hope.
It's just a nice feeling to put your energy into something that really does genuinely make a difference in a child's life.
There's just no greater gift. If we have the ability to help, then we have a responsibility to help.
Finding cures, saving children. St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Find out how you can help at stjude.org.
What, are you nuts? If the stock market can make you so rich, especially Apple and Microsoft and Google and Amazon and the rest, why are so many Americans poor? If the 401k promises you a retirement, then why is it we are in a retirement crisis? Here's the answer. Because 85% of you get out of the market too late. I fixed that with my color-coded chart, which tells you when to buy, when to sell, and when to get out. That's right, when to run like hell. Check it out. You get a free membership and the free color-coded chart for 10 days. Check it out, philsgang.com.
Welcome back to the Phil's Gang Show. Are you ready to make profits in the stock market? Then go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-GANG. Now, here's Phil.
You know, St. Jude is a wonderful research hospital. I mean, they're the best. They almost wiped out leukemia pretty near in kids. My son had cancer. I know all about it. We've been doing this show for over 20 years, and we started this show for the purpose, and we still do, to help people make money in the market in hopes that they'll send money to St. Jude. They send it directly. They don't send it to us. Send it directly to St. Jude. So our job is to help you. The 80% who lose money kills me. There's no reason for 80% to lose money. 401ks, you're dead, 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 dead. I won't get into that. But 80% lose money. So you can't send money to St. Jude. Those 80% will never send money to St. Jude. They lose money in the market. So we work hard to make sure our members don't get caught like this guy did with Kramer's recommendation of AEP. When Kramer said, I know the guy, oh, he's a good man, and he's a great environmentalist. Because you want to know what happened? See, our portfolio every day is posted. Our portfolio. Our member portfolio is totally transparent. You can see exactly at the portfolio what it's doing. And we post each stock in that portfolio. And Steve, head of our education department, posts it at 2 o'clock. And he goes through every stock in the portfolio to tell you what to do with each stock. Example.
Goldman Sachs continue to hold this one short as well. Our stop's 404.21, although it's down.
So he goes into the whole stock, what's going on. So I'll give you an example. Let's take AEP, the one that Kramer recommended. If you were a member, you would have been buying that stock at $85 on around June 9th, June 10th. We had a big buy signal on that. So the stock went up about 7%. And then 8%. And then it gave us a great signal that identified that money was coming out, big money, and it was going to drop. And then we started to short it. Real easy. Anybody can do it. Your kids can do it for you. Anybody. A kid in grade school can do it. You just like flipping a light switch. So now, instead of getting all that stock and going looking for another stock, why the hell would you do that? Why would you get into one stock, goes up 7-8%? Why would you get out? Knowing your stock is going down, please listen to this. Knowing you're getting out because you really are convinced your stock's going down. You're really convinced it's going down. Get me out. Get me out. And what do? Instead of flipping the switch and change your position so when it goes down you're making money, which is almost 100%, you know it's going down, you go and look for another stock. And the stock goes down and you could have picked up another 9% by just switching your position. But what we do every day with our stocks, we give you that confidence. We will show you. Okay, Steve will tell you, now it's time to short. Here's exactly what you do. Here's exactly what you do. Hold your hand on every stock in our portfolio. How can you not do well? So you can send money to St. Jude. Send it directly to them, not to us. Now, I want to talk about this stuff that's going on, this big immigration bill that's going to kill the stock market. That's why you guys that and the oh my God, he's raising taxes on corporations, he's raising the capital gains, and he's going to let everybody come across this border. And he's going to $5 trillion welfare bill. This is nuts. In the last 8 months, nearly 2 million immigrants came across our border. They came from countries like Bolivia, Venezuela, Ecuador, and this is going to kill our economy. Peru, even Haiti. They crossed illegally. Now you got to wonder, they have incredible dangers along the route for themselves, their family. Why do they do it? I know America's a great country. I get that. There's got to be somebody out there telling them that there's going to be a reward for their bad behavior when they illegally come into our country. We're going to reward you. Now, it's no secret the Democratic Party, they want illegals because they see that it's future of the party. More Democrats, they'll become Democrats. So all this illegal flow is costing us a fortune. All to build the Democrat voters. They don't care about killing the economy. They only think about the party. And the Republicans do the same thing. They only think about the party. That's why more and more people are becoming independent. We know once they got to the U.S., they would get a bunch of free stuff. That's promised to them. We know that. We also know we're going to give an education, college free, about $12,000. All the stuff we're going to give them free. But wait a minute. How do they know all this? Here's what we didn't know. The Biden administration and the U.S. State Department have been printing brochures, not here in the United States, but in Italy. That's right, in Italy. Through the Vatican. They do all their religious printing. So these brochures then were distributed throughout Bolivia, Venezuela, Ecuador, Peru, all these countries. It was put out there like it was like the Vatican does all the time, put out these spiritual aids. But it wasn't a spiritual aid at all. When you look at it, it's not a spiritual aid at all. It turns to be a recruiting tool for the Sinaloa drug and human trafficking cartel. So wait, we printed these? Are you kidding? We printed these. The Vatican let us use their printing, their company, whatever they use. And then we print them and we hand them over to the Sinaloa drug and human trafficking cartel? What's going on? So they can recruit people for their tremendous profitable transportation organization, bringing people from these countries to the Mexican-U.S. border, and that brochure, they get them and they distribute them? It gets worse, folks. The Biden administration has a secret agreement with the Sinaloa drug and human traffic cartel, where the cartel can operate with great impunity. The cartel can import tons of drugs into the United States. And they're ensuring them, this administration is assuring them that its leaders of the cartel will not be prosecuted for any of their crimes. Drugs, human trafficking, anything. Now, it's no secret that Biden opened the border after Trump closed it, as he wants these illegal immigrants to be members of the Democratic Party to vote Democrat. We all know that. But what is the secret agreement he has with the cartel? In exchange for letting the cartel import drugs into the United States, they have an agreement. Say, look, you can bring all the drugs you want in the United States, but here's what we want you to do. We want you to work with ICE, we want you to work with the DEA, and we want you to flip on all your competitors. Give us all the information so we can squash them. You help us squash them. You help us squash them. And we will not prosecute you. You can bring all the drugs you want because we're going to squash all your competitors except for you. Now you're saying, oh, Phil's making all this up. No, I'm not. Guess who did the same thing? Bush, baby Bush, senior Bush, Trump, they all do the same thing with this cartel. That's the deal. But Biden did something different. He pushed it further. Hey, guys, how about if I give you brochures? And I'll put in the brochures all the reasons why they should come here, why they should come in illegal, and how we will turn around and we'll reward their bad behavior. Here's what they're going to get. Here's all the freebies. So would you guys, by the way, while you're turning a dime on your competitors, helping the DEA and ICE, just do one more thing. Take the brochures and hand them out to everybody. Hand them all out to all these people in Peru and Bolivia. And that one, by the way, that'll help build your business. We're going to help you build your business. Can you imagine this is what is going on? If you don't believe it, go look it up. It's all over the newspapers, all over South America. Everybody knows the deal. But the newspapers here won't report it. Can you imagine? So that's what is going on. They'll do anything to get more people to vote Democrat. So now remember what I said. Trump did the same thing. Baby Bush did the same thing. They all did the same thing. They worked with the same cartel. Made a deal. They can bring all the drugs in they want as long as they will flip on all their competitors, give them inside information so we go arrest them and everything else and bust them. But he took it one more step further. Unbelievable. Obama did the same thing. Biden, he wants them to hand deliver brochures to them. This is unbelievable. Hey, join my gang tonight, free, 10 days. Check it.
You have been listening to Phil's Gang with your host, Phil Grande, on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Remember to visit Phil's website at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or call the office, 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
It's up to me.